Greetings PS2 lovers across the universe, DW here, along with no one else, because this is PS2 Games Series. In the last episode, I spent most of the episode basically just selling, well not selling, well yes, selling. Basically, selling Krabby Patties, to people around this neighborhood for Mr. Krabs. I also ended up getting some more, name tiles, or... No, it's called letter tiles. I don't know what they're called now, letter tiles. In this video, I'm going to be continuing on with the game, so without further ado, let's begin. Now, the next thing I need to do is basically end up jumping on this bench and go to Bikini Bottom and end up following Patrick to see what he's up to. But before I do that, if I end up going into to-do list and I end up going here, you notice at the side it ends up saying 86 jellyfish. At the side of the game, it actually ends up telling you how much you end up getting of stuff. I ended up getting 100% sand dollars in this area. I ended up getting 86% of jellyfish, meaning that there's some jellyfish still around this area, and I got 29 coins, which means there's more coins around this area. I don't care too much about the coins. What I care about is getting all of the jellyfish, or at least most of the jellyfish around here. So before I go back to Bikini Bottom, I'm gonna end up searching around this place and end up try and find the last remaining jellyfish if I can. So let's see. Not gonna lie, it may take a little while, seeing that this is such a big place. Although, a part of me does feel like I may have ended up missing some jellyfish. Just saying. The one thing I'm hoping not to do is, I end up seeing a jellyfish, but don't... I end up seeing a jellyfish, but I immediately don't realize I see it, if that makes any sense. It ends up showing up on screen, but I don't end up seeing the jellyfish. That's the one thing I don't want to happen. I don't see any jellyfish around here, luckily. Okay, where are you? Already been around here, so go the other way. Yeah, I'm searching this entire area if I can. The one thing I'm not going to do is search in the alleyways, because I'm pretty sure there's no jellyfish down there. I'm 100% sure of that. I'm pretty sure of that. But anyway, let's just continue on searching around this area. I just want to end up getting most of the jellyfish in this game, for the fact is, I believe I ended up telling you this either in the first episode or in the last episode. Sorry. I believe I ended up telling you this at some point. Later on in the game, I am going to need a lot of jellyfish in order to get something, so to speak. So I want to end up getting most of the jellyfish in this game. Okay, I don't think there's any jellyfish in this part of the area, in the downtown bit. So let me go to the construction site and see if I can find any jellyfish there that I may have missed. We'll see. We'll see what happens. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, sorry if I end up sounding a bit coughy at any point, or end up actually coughing. It's just that, as I'm recording this, it's actually a very hot day, and let's just say my throat isn't exactly that well. And now I'm saying that, I'm thinking that, hold on. Apple juice not sponsored. I'm going to end up drinking some apple juice to end up helping my throat, being that I don't end up coughing as much. Okay, so let me just search around here. I don't end up seeing, no, I don't see any jellyfish around here, unless because I'm completely blind. We'll see anyway. Yeah, I do apologize for any bit where I do cough. Once again, my throat isn't exactly the best at the moment, seeing it's such a hot day, and seeing that I may be coming down with a cold, I'm not sure. Either way, my throat hasn't been up to top shape. Right, so let's go this way, see if there's any jellyfish over here. Ah, there is one! I knew I missed one up here. I forgot to get it last time. Okay, there we go. So I got one of the jellyfish over here, and that's all the jellyfish in this area, I believe. Let me quickly go to the next area and see if there's any jellyfish over there. Whoops. I ended up walking straight into that rock. I'm surprised Spongebob didn't end up jabbing his toe, or jabbing his toe? He didn't hurt his toe when hitting that rock, whatever. Anyway, let's go to this area and see if we can end up finding any jellyfish. I'm going to try my best to end up searching around the place, see how this goes. One can only hope, one can only hope. Okay. Oh yeah, it's probably going to be harder to get around this area now, seeing that, hold on. Seeing that the jellyfish are actually gone, the big jellyfish. Meaning that I'm going to need to end up finding different ways of trying to get around here. Okay, so get on here. Pretty sure there's no jellyfish up here, is there? No, there isn't. There's coins though. some coins. Okay, anyway. Oh god, oh god, oh god. That scared me. Okay, let me go this way. Now. Okay, and let me go this way again. Just climbing up. Poor idiot hanging on. Climbing up, hanging. What the hell? Jesus! Okay, I'm a bit embarrassed about that. Oh my god, seriously? I had so much luck yesterday, not yesterday, the last time I played this, and now I'm basically doing horribly. Oh my god. It's getting on my nerves now. Okay. Jump. Okay, good. Jesus Christ. Dear God, I shouldn't have had that much trouble with... Are you kidding me? Wow, my bad luck is real today! Okay, welcome to a couple minutes of where I look like an idiot. Trying to just get up here, Jesus. Not jumping over there to get those coins, that's for certain. Okay. I'm now going to end up trying to think through all of my moves very carefully. Very carefully. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a way up here. I want to be very careful now after all those goddamn mistakes I just did. Dear God. Anyway, nope, there's no jellyfish up here. Not to my knowledge, at least. Okay, let me use the hook over here that end up getting over to this area. Dear God, though. Oh, there is a jellyfish over here. What are the odds? Well, they're very likely, seeing that. Seeing I didn't get all the jellyfish last time. Okay, now let me try and end up getting up here. Okay. I'm surprised nothing ended up rolling down. Seeing that ended up loading to this area since the last time. Remember how there was a little what was it called? I don't remember. It was a flower pot that ended up actually ended up running down or falling down that edge and ended up nearly hitting me. I'm surprised that didn't actually happen. Oh, but yeah, I'm surprised it didn't end up doing that again. Whatever. Anyway, ow. Doesn't matter. Okay, now... Wait, hold on, what's this way? Absolutely nothing important. Okay, now... Ah! One jellyfish. Left to go. Okay, and as far as I know, I think that's everything except for possibly... Yeah, that up there, but I'm not sure how to get up there. Ow! My feelings. Hashtag my feelings. Wow, I'm bad today. Jesus. I don't remember a time where I've ever been this bad at the game. What the hell? Anyway, okay. I'm pretty sure... Actually, let me end up looking at to-do list. Okay, I got 96. I don't know... I'm pretty sure there is, some more jellyfish around here, except I don't know where exactly it is, so... I'm going to end up now leaving this area and then going to Bikini Bottom, where I'm going to end up trying to follow Patrick and see what he's up to. And see why the hell he's actually end up, start selling Krabby Patties like me when he doesn't actually work for Mr. Krabs. Even though it should be obvious, once again, who he's actually working for, seeing that he had seeing they had a hat that looks like plankton on him. Seriously, no one grabbed that. I know Spongebob and Patrick aren't that smart sometimes, but dear God, the clues are right in front of them. Well, it would have been more funny as if at one point both of them just went, Spongebob just went, nice hat. Gee, thanks, Mr. Krabs has told me to wear it for no apparent reason. That would have been really funny. Anyway, now just loading to the next area, and see how this goes. Albeit not the next area. Load back to Bikini Bottom, so to speak. Okay, just waiting.
There's no better feeling than having a full stomach and me pockets loaded with money. And now for a nice long nap in the office.
If it's a long nap you desire, then I can accommodate you.
A customer! Well, step right inside. Place your order.
You got the wrong idea, crustacean. Just look upon this little treasure and let yourself rest. That's right. Sleep.
Oh, as Mr. Krabs gone. I'll be honest, I actually forgot that that cutscene was there. Also, why on earth was the Dutchman actually swinging in front of Mr. Krabs? I didn't actually get a good look at that. Look at it, I meant to say. Whatever. Okay, now we're loading back to Bikini Bottom. So yeah, slowly over time in the game, it looks like all of the characters SpongeBob is friends with will eventually end up being kidnapped by the Dutchman. Oh,
there goes your delivery rival. Now is your chance to find out who is behind this. Don't let him get away this time.
okay, now we need to end up following Patrick. I need to be very stealthy when doing this, so where did he go? Where'd he go? There he is, okay. I need to make sure he doesn't see me. I'm doing a pretty good job. I like how he's basically just running around in goddamn circles. Okay. Okay, he's going over there. And he stopped at the chum bucket. I wonder why! Okay, let's go over to Patrick, see what's up. See what he's up to now.
I'm sorry, Mr. Krabs, but all those people who ordered food told me they already got it.
Fool! Worthless lackey!
I mean, that's okay. Others will soon phone in their orders and will be ready and waiting to intercept their calls.
Aha! I'm onto your little scheme now, Mr. Krabs. It's all too clear that you're the one who's been trying to put the Krusty Krab out of business.
Hi, SpongeBob. Are you a worthless lackey, too?
Now I'm really confused, Patrick. Why would Mr. Krabs try to put himself out of business?
Because he's a worthless lackey?
Enough! Enough! Silence, you ignorant buffoons!
Plankton!
Plankton?
Of course, you nattering nincompoops. Who else has the intellect to mastermind such a plan? I would have succeeded too if it weren't for your utter incompetence.
Does this mean I don't get that raise?
Let's face it, Plankton. Evil does not pay, or even get very good tips. Your days of impersonating Mr. Krabs are over.
You may have won that round, SpongeBob, but I don't need a disguise to separate your crabby boss from his fortune. Behold, the greatest attraction to ever appear in Bikini Bottom, Chum World. Hey, everyone will spend so much money here they won't have any left to buy your pathetic Krabby Patties. Now I'm off to Jellyfish Fields to watch the invertebrates get tangled in nets of torture. Ta-ta!
Where'd that sign even come from?
I hate to admit it, but that Chum World looks kind of fun.
Yeah, fun.
Where did Plankton say he was going?
Jellyfish Fields.
Okay, now we know who was behind it all. I like how they were saying, why would Mr. Krabs do it, and yet Plankton was in the robot's mouth. It was obvious from the very beginning, people. Dear God. Anyway, so this basically, I don't know. Basically, if I had to describe this, that little cutscene, I guess it was basically one, figuring out why Patrick was selling Krabby Patties in the first place, or chum patties, I guess, seeing that Plankton doesn't end up actually having the Krabby Patty recipe. And two, it's actually telling us about this new area we can end up going to. Well, we can go to once we end up getting a ticket for it. So yeah, one of the other areas we can end up going to in order to get treasure. One of the treasures is Chum World. But anyway, enough about that. Let's end up going back to our house, or I guess back to the area. And once again, if you're wondering, the main reason I know where to go is because once again I have played this game before. And I know that I need to end up going let's just say I need to go over here. Or at least near to my house, aka where Squidward is. Anyway, let's just walk over to Squidward.
Hey, Squidward, what's with all the stuff on your lawn?
A squid has to pay his rent somehow, so I'm having a little yard sale to make a few extra sand dollars. Now leave me alone so I can read my book.
What you reading?
It's called How to Defeat Evil Spirits, okay? Now please, let me read.
How to defeat evil spirits? That's just what I need! Can I please borrow your book, Squidward?
You can borrow my book after I'm done with it, okay? So look through my yard sale or whatever, but stop asking about my book.
Okay. A bit pushy, aren't we? I'm gonna end up walking over here.
Hey, Squidward, this big acorn sure is making a weird buzzing noise.
Acorn? You mean that hive I got from my cousin on the coast?
No, I mean this big buzzing acorn in the glass case. I bet Sandy would really like this.
Oh yeah, I bet your little squirrel friend would really like that acorn. Why don't you buy it for her?
Name your price, yard merchant.
I'll sell it to you for 200 sand dollars. Start saving your tip money.
Dear God, and Squidward wonders why so many bad things happen to him. Yeah, he ends up acting so much like a jerk. Karma just comes to him every time. Okay, let me end up just walking away from the acorn, in quotes, acorn, aka the hive, and then walking back to it.
I'm ready to buy this acorn now, Squidward.
Well, maybe I won't have to sit out here all week after all. The acorn is yours. I'm sure Sandy will love it.
Once again, he's such a jerk. Anyway, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh yeah, if you're wondering how I end up getting, I think it was 200 sand dollars, was it? I don't know. Anyway, I think he said 200 sand dollars. Anyway, if you're wondering how I end up getting that money, once again, if you remember from the last episode, I ended up making a lot of tip money by giving people their Krabby Patties, and I ended up actually getting a lot of tip money. Oh yeah, I just realised, maybe that's how Squidward and Spongebob have still got their houses. For the longest time, I've always wondered how on earth do Squidward and Spongebob still end up making, well, I guess making money. For the fact is that, and I imagine they would both be homeless. For the fact is, Mr. Krabs ends up holding on to any money he can. But then again, I guess SpongeBob and Squidward end up getting good amount of tips to end up making a living, I guess. Well, I imagine SpongeBob would. I'm not sure about Squidward, for the fact that he's kind of a jerk. Whatever. Anyway, let me end up walking over to Squidward now.
I really need that book to save Gary. I just want to borrow it for a little while, but how will I ever get it away from Squidward?
You must sneak up on him while he's napping so he doesn't wake up.
Okay, so I need to end up, I'm gonna end up walking around and go up behind him. Hashtag that sounds creepy. And end up trying to take the book. Okay, so as you can see, the book is floating. I just need to end up sneaking up behind him now. Never seen me coming. It's fast asleep.
How to Defeat Evil Spirits, Chapter 8. The Flying Dutchman. Any poor soul who awakens the Dutchman must suffer his revenge for all eternity. The only defense against the Dutchman's magical powers are his most personal treasures. These are items which he carried close to him while he was alive. Find all 7 of the lost treasures in order to face down the Dutchman once and for all.
That's it! All I have to do is find the 7 lost treasures of the Dutchman to end this once and for all. Barnacles, I thought this would be a challenge.
Don't say anything like that. Overconfidence always ends up screwing people like us in the end. But anyway, if anyone was wondering, that's why the treasure... Oh, there's Sandy. Hey, Sandy. I was so busy talking I wasn't really paying attention there. Okay, there's Sandy. Anyway, like I was saying, if you were wondering, I believe I've already... Hold on. I think the only treasure I've got at the moment is the one from Bikini Bottom. I don't actually have the one from, downtown because I still need, one more, I I keep on almost saying name tile. No, it's called a letter tile, and I haven't actually gone to the rest of the areas in order to get the tiles. So yeah, I've only ended up getting one treasure so far, and I believe that treasure was possibly, I think it was a picture of a. No, it wasn't a picture of a sock. It was an actual sock. So if you're wondering why that was an actual sock, it's because when they end up saying 7 treasures, they don't mean actual 7 treasures. They mean treasures that are kind of like treasures to the Dutchman. Stuff that he's had over the years that he's always kept close to him. So I need 7 of those, and then I can end up defeating the Dutchman, or at least end up saving Gary, and basically anyone that's under his control, which is at the moment Gary and Mr. Krabs. But anyway, now I've ended up explaining that, let me end up going over to Sandy. Hi, Sandy.
Hiya, Sandy. Boy, am I glad to see you. You won't believe what happened to me and Gary this morning.
Let me guess. Curiosity got the best of you again?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Well, don't you fret, little varmint. This squirrel knows just the thing to cheer you up. A good old-fashioned karate match. Just step into my arena when you're good and ready.
Well, I'm good at running. Let's go. I like how I say that, and yeah, I'm just going la la la. The music's so calm, la 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 la, and SpongeBob's just shaking around his goddamn net. I nearly said fishing rod for some reason. I don't know why. Why on earth would SpongeBob have a fishing rod? Okay, now we're in this arena where we need to end up fighting Sandy. Before we actually go, look at what SpongeBob's wearing. It looks kind of like a I forget what people that. I forget what it's called, but he's wearing a white suit and a karate belt, I believe. Anyway, I just wanted to end up showing you that. Anyway, let's end up going over to Sandy now.
Okay, now listen up, because I'm going to remind you how this all works. We've got a short amount of time to bust up all this junk in your yard. The person who breaks the most stuff when the time runs out is the winner.
This isn't my
Just
yard.
tell me which moves are legal, if you have the guts.
I'll teach you a few moves. You can press the action button to karate chop, press the action button a couple of times to chain attacks together, press the action button in the air to do a kick. Got all that? Ready, set, go! Ow!
Okay. Basically, I need to end up breaking more boxes than even Sandy. At the moment, it looks like I'm winning. Okay. Oh, God.
Ow!
God. Okay. Also, I don't know why she's ended up saying in your yard, because this isn't SpongeBob's yard. Weird. Anyway, what was I going to say? I was going to say something else. But yeah, at the side you can end up seeing it ends up pointing out... Bam. BAM! I like how it just keeps on going on action sounds like there's a cartoon or something. Then again, we are playing a SpongeBob game, so it's kind of like a cartoon. Anyway, yeah, I believe all I need to do is end up defeating Sandy. So far I'm doing quite a good job, and there's only that much time left on the clock. So I just need to end up breaking all these crates and stuff until the time runs out. And make sure they end up getting more than Sandy. Actually, if I stop right now, I probably still would win. Yeah! I did it! What the hell's up with SpongeBob's eyes? Oh, that was just weird. I would go to the doctors for that. Seriously, his eyes were getting weird. Whatever, anyway. It's just loading us to the next bit. On the next part of the reaction with Sandy.
I gotta admit, SpongeBob, that was some tussle. You did okay for a sea critter.
Oh, you weren't so bad for a land critter.
That plum took all the fire out of me. I'm going home for a nap. Why don't you drop on by my tree dome and pay a visit, okay?
That was sure swell of Sandy to cheer me up. I wish I could do something special for her. I know! I'll give her a present. But what would Sandy like?
What would Sandy like? Maybe we can end up getting the thing that we bought earlier but we never took. The only reason I didn't take it at the time is because I knew that I would need it. I wouldn't actually need it then, but I do know I need it now. I like how I just see Squidward at the side just sleeping. Oh, he's fast asleep. Anyway, let me just end up taking this to Sandy. Okay, there we go. It takes a while to end up walking all the way there when you're holding something. Dear God. Anyway. Okay, just loading to the next bit. Just waiting.
I love visiting Sandy in her tree dome. Where else in Bikini Bottom can you worry about dying from all this air? That's strange. I don't feel as dry as I usually do, and I don't need my helmet at all. Oh, the ground in here is soaking wet.
SpongeBob! Get your squishy little body over here! Help!
Get your squishy little body over here. That sounded so weird. Whatever.
What happened in here, Sandy?
I got all fired up after our karate match and wanted to practice some more, but I guess I got carried away because I accidentally poked some holes in the dome. This place is filling up faster than 11 gallons in a 10-gallon hatch.
What can I do to help?
See if you can find something to plug the holes in the dome. You've got to plug all the holes to stop the water from coming in.
Okay, I need to end up plugging up all these holes so Sandy doesn't drown. Although I'm going to be fine if this place goes under. Now I'm a sponge. Okay, I need to end up, God damn it. I need to end up gathering up all these acorns and end up throwing it at the dome. Oh, not the dome. End up throwing it at the holes. That way I'll end up covering it up. Okay, what the hell are acorns? Here's an acorn. No, I don't want to karate chop the acorn. I want to pick the acorn goddamn up. Okay. There we go. I need to end up aiming directly at the hole in order for that to work. Okay, is there any acorns around here? There's an acorn around here. Perfect. Okay. Let's quickly get the acorn. Perfect. Okay. Send up, okay. As I'm traveling around, I might as well end up getting some, coins. As close to it as possible. Not gonna lie, this may end up taking me a couple of attempts, although as I'm doing this, I just want to end up getting that one tile. It's right there, so why not? Anyway, let me quickly end up getting these coins as well. No point in wasting good money, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Need to end up getting all the acorns. You must be joking me. Hold on. There we go. Okay, whatever. Let's get some more acorns. Once again, I do not want to karate chop them. I just want to end up picking them up. Dear God. Oh no, this is one of my least favorite ones. Oh! I did it first time. What the hell? Usually when I end up trying to fix that hole, it usually ends up taking me a couple attempts. Whatever. Okay. 2 more to go. Right, where are the acorns? There's an acorn right here. Nope. Okay. Let's end up, right, one more hole to fix. Where's the last acorn? Oh, nuts. Oh, here it is. Yes, an acorn is a nut. Okay, for a minute I thought I ended up missing an acorn, thinking I'd have to travel around the goddamn the tree again in order just to find it. I think I'm worried. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Hup. There we go. Now let's just go talk to Sandy.
Mission accomplished. All the holes are plugged.
Thanks, SpongeBob. You're a real lifesaver. This place will probably stay soaked for days. As for me, I'm going upstairs to dry off.
Yeah! I believe I was getting a letter tile from that. Perfect. Oh, back so soon? What the hell? Or maybe she's just coming back earlier on.
Tarnation! All those holes in my dome made this place wetter inside than out. I could sure use something special to spruce up this old tree.
If only I had something like that. Oh wait, I do. Well, it's not gonna make the tree better, but in order to continue on with the game, I do need to give this to Sandy, so apologies, Sandy.
Hey there, SpongeBob. Back so soon? What you got there?
Well, I just thought you might like this. It's a really weird acorn that makes funny noises when you shake it.
Jesus.
Maybe you can use it as a decoration for your tree.
Why, isn't this the fanciest doohickey you ever done saw? This will look great on top of my tree. Hold on a sec while I put it up there. SpongeBob! This is no acorn! Get up here right away!
Okay, yeah, I figured that would happen. Okay, it looks like I now need to end up helping Sandy with that in quotes acorn, aka hive. But instead of actually doing that this episode, I think I'll end up doing it in the next episode. Hope you all enjoyed me. Subscribe, make sure to leave a like. If you want to watch the channel, make sense to your friend to catch your goldfish, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye!